guys, Ricky, I'm back in a video, and today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw, the Monday Night Raw after Clash in Paris, which, and man, did this end like every other Raw we've been seeing? No. So, props to them. They opened up the show with Braun and LA Knight and Jey Uso. This whole they had a little moment where France was singing Roman Reigns while Braun was trying to get off a promo, which y'all better thank France, because nobody wanted to hear what they had going on. Nobody wanted to hear what they had going on at all. They almost killed Roman Reigns. Like, at this point, I am surprised no charges were pressed. That's where I'm upset. Like, I think I need to get a detective on this, because I feel as though this was predetermined. Like, I feel like they would have killed that man if it was up to them. He'd be gone. And I don't respect that. I don't respect that at all. They really acting like Braun won that match, though. They acted like he won that match. Dang, he was on a stretcher. Okay, he couldn't do nothing. Of course, he gonna lay down and take it. But that ended up creating our main event match, which was a triple threat match. We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna be real. The first match was a tag team match between the Kabuki Warriors and the Judgment Day, Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez, which I totally will give Triple H creative their props, because I was scared when Kyrie and Asuka came back. I didn't see what the plans were going to be. Like, there was no openings for real, in my opinion. But as time went on, you could tell they were very intentional on what they were going to do with these women, and I'm happy for that. I really am, because I didn't want them to come back to some bull, especially when they wanted to, when they broke up Damage Control and then fired or released Dakota. So it was a lot going on at the time, so I didn't know what they were going to have. But this right here, Asuka and Kyrie are great in the ring, period. They're not the type of people that you're ever going to second guess, because they got it. They literally have it. And the storyline that they have going on with Io Sky, which she's not really choosing family, she's choosing friends and all that stuff. I love this. They are perfectly doing this, with Kyrie kind of being in the middle, but she's siding with her tag team partner through it all. I love the angst about it, because you know it's going to come to blows sooner rather than later. So with them, they're getting an opportunity to win the tag team titles. And what was interesting is, of course, they offering help to Io Sky, because Io Sky, she wasn't able to get it done on her own, which I think this was fueling Asuka. She wasn't able to get it done on her own at all. So, but she's not taking help from Io, because I feel as though there's a line. She doesn't really trust Io right now, even though she's preaching this she's preaching family and togetherness. She doesn't trust Io all the way, I don't think. Or she has so much faith in her own abilities. It's almost insulting for Io to kind of say, I can help y'all. No, they got it. We got it. So that right there has been fun to watch. Kyrie just having these moments where she's just in the middle and she just looks like tortured to have to even pick between these two. But I am so excited for that tag team match. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully they do win the tag titles back. You know, why not? I am here for it 100%. Especially because the whole story with Kyrie and the Judgment Day, they got history. They literally have history. Even with the Nikki Bella and Rhea Ripley stuff, it's gold. Literally gold. Stephanie Vecchia versus Io Sky being the match for the women's championship. I saw this one coming 100%. Who will win? That is the kicker. What I really want to say is this. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm not here for somebody just coming on the main roster and winning a title, because we all know that NXT is kind of like, I don't want to say minor leagues. I want to say it's the filler. The main roster is the main story. Okay, so although they're going to, like with Asuka, they're going to consider what you did on the NXT, but they're not going to always put you on that level. But Asuka is a different caliber. Not different caliber as into Stephanie, but Asuka is like, during the time period where Asuka came in, you needed to do that. But with NXT just being so much more bigger, I'm seeing that they kind of are having characters like reset, like what we saw with Julia and Roxanne and Tiffany. You know, just with those people. Because we were going off of NXT, Melo should have been had the title, but that's neither here nor there. But it's like, I don't really want to see them get a title exactly when they have the opportunity to the first time. I kind of want to see you work for it. You know, kind of get in love with it. And then just the storyline that they have kind of with the storyline, what they have with Io Sky and Asuka, I see a title in the future. I do. I see a title in the future. And this is real adversity that that Io has not really went against as champion. Like, and when I say adversity, I mean building up storyline that's going to have internal conflict. I don't remember recently when Io has had the title, that internal conflict. Like, she had it with Bailey, but they dropped the ball with Bailey and Io to the point where it was not as fleshed out as it could have been. And with Asuka, it gives Io a second chance to have a fully fleshed out internal conflict with, like, just her character, because she's going against somebody who she considers family 100%. Like, Io was side-eyeing Bailey from day one. This is different. This is a different thing. Asuka and her been through it. So seeing that, I really do want to see Io win the title for that moment. Because when Queen of the Ring happened, I said, I want Io to win that. Not Io. I want Asuka to win Queen of the Ring. That was my pick. Although I knew it was going to be Jade, that was my pick. There was a match between Finn Balor and Dragon Lee. Top tier match right there. Top tier match, which who would have thought otherwise? You have Dragon Lee and Finn Balor. France really gave their love for Finn Balor. That was a match made, which it was looking a little rough for Finn Balor. It was looking a little rough in the beginning, but it's like, it is Finn Balor. So he did take the win over Dragon Lee. Did not really need too much Judgment Day help. You know, you got your little distraction, a little that. But Finn Balor's Finn Balor. You know, he ain't been taking on that Finn Balor stuff in a while. That has not been happening for him. There was a 3-on-3 match with the New Day and Grayson Waller versus Penta and the War Raiders. Good match, man. Good match, man. The tag team division low-key is dead. You know, the New Day, they ate with that. They ate with the funeral they had to. You know, because them tag team titles ain't really been in the conversation. Not really. At all. But when a New Day, they had to have defenses. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. I like the match. I will be real, though. Why is it that Waller didn't take the pin? There's Waller right there. Why you had to have Woods take the pin? He always taking the pin. Goodness. Give it to Waller. Give it to Waller. Who's really rooting for The guy just has a heel face. He has a heel face. He got the face of somebody that you want to root against in wrestling. Okay, so he should have been the one to take the pin. Goodness. He had it like... Woods has been just getting the brunt of it. The next match, the Intercontinental title match, was with AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio. France always are going to do their big one behind AJ Styles. I loved, like, AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Roman, Naomi. I can't think, I need to think of another woman. I feel like there's another woman, but those, they be getting the big reactions with France, okay? Like, y'all seen the glow. Y'all remember what happened in France, you know. Y'all remember. But they are on a different level from all of them when it comes to AJ Styles. AJ Styles is the phenomenal one, and they are always going to let everybody in the whole world hear them. I love that for him, because I think when AJ Styles and Finn Balor, they're in a genre of wrestlers that they have the skill, they're always dependable, but storyline wise, they can be unappreciated. So whenever those type of wrestlers are in a place, or whenever those wrestlers have a match, and especially because he lost, that's when I'm upset, because it's like, I really want AJ Styles to have the title, but because of the fact that Dominic Mysterio is just, he's growing so much as a wrestler, and the match between AJ Styles and Dominic really showed Dominic's skill, range, and making him more credible to the fans, showing he really about that. You know, he's really about that. He really is him, and he wants you to believe that, okay, maybe he has a point when he says he is the greatest Mysterio. He's trying to prove that every time he in the ring, he's trying to prove that. So I really don't hate the fact that he won. I just don't like, it was a goddamn Americano. That is the reason why he won. Goodness. But it's like, it's really, it's a win-lose. You know, I like seeing Dominic Mysterio continue to be Intercontinental Champion, but I really would have liked AJ Styles to have won. Interesting promo between Becky Lynch and CM Punk. Becky Lynch said that basically she's upset, which she could have just said, my man upset with you, so I'm upset with you. You mess with my man, I mess with you. But she said some bull like, they was chanting your name while you was gone during my match. I feel they did that with everybody, and not only that, don't take this stuff personally. Don't take this stuff personally. And why are we continuing on with that storyline? She literally could have just said, you mess with my man, I'm gonna get you. I'm going to get you. I'm gonna make your life a living hell. You're not part of the vision we got for the WWE, so you are gone. Not because during my matches, they were cheering your name. Oh my gosh, girl. Go on somewhere. Call AJ Lee, please. Girl, get yourself together. Because it's like, I highly doubt she can count on 10 fingers the amount of times they were down in the dumps chanting for a majority of your match CM Punk name. Unless she was probably with Seth Rollins. Now, if she's in a match with Seth Rollins, that don't count. It does not count. It don't count at all. But that is what it is. It really is what it is. I will say there was somebody on Twitter that said that they have more chemistry than the CM Punk and Seth Rollins does in the ring against each other as opposites. And honestly, I just think it's just refreshing to see somebody else other than Seth Rollins and CM Punk's face. So, but I really enjoyed it. And Becky Lynch, we can say a lot about Becky Lynch. What you can't really say is she's not annoying on the mic when she's a heel. That woman and her hot husband and Sports Illustrated stuff will always piss me off. Always will, because it's annoying. It is annoying. But I love how insufferable she is. When she came out with Seth's music, I enjoyed that. I truly did. And Becky Lynch, personally, in my personal cards, Becky Lynch is nowhere near any of my lists, anything of that nature, but she's good at what she does. She really is. But that match, quite interesting. That back and forth they had was quite interesting. Seth Rollins came out, basically antagonizing CM Punk by like, if you want me, come down here. And then Becky starts slapping him. Is this another moment where WWE bases into believing that AJ Lee is coming back? I don't know. There's just I feel like there's more of a chance of her coming back. And I am not with the crowd of belittling Becky Lynch's ring work. But it is like, oh dang, you're coming back for this. ugh. It's just fun though. Like really, if AJ decides to come back for this, it'll be fun. She's working with a man that is her 100% husband, and she's working like that right there. It's not bad at all. I'm not upset with that. If she decides that she's in the right place to come back to wrestling for that moment, let her come back. Let her come back for that moment. Is it what I wanted? No, not at all. It's just exciting to see in 2025 my favorite wrestlers really show out and do what they want to do in the ring. Like Naomi has had so far an amazing year. She's still going to end off the year having an amazing year going into next year and in a year forever. You know, Nikki Bella coming back to wrestling, amazing. Like these moments, that's what wrestling is about. That is what wrestling really is about, for you to enjoy moments, like for those moments to be for you in your memory, and for you to enjoy them and look back on. So if this what it was to come back for, it is. It's a crazy time to come back to WWE, that's for sure though. It's not as popping though. I'm going to give it a stack with you guys. Not as popping. They ended up the night though with a brutal. It wasn't brutal. The Brawns are very good together. They are. They're very good together. So they won their match between LA Knight and Jey Uso. Jey Uso and LA Knight are a little spent because they had a crazy match. Not only did Jey have a crazy match, but Jey also helped his cousin and they got hell for it too. So they are working on wounds, and that match didn't help them any better. But what did help was Big Jim coming out for Jey Uso. I love seeing Jimmy Uso, period, no matter what he's in. I want him to have a title. I still want him to have a title, but a singles title. A singles title. But, you know, it is what it is, okay? I'm going to enjoy whatever they're enjoying. And it looks like they're going to enjoy being back together. They're twins. Who want to be back with their twin or even their sibling or even their close cousin? You know, that's the storyline that they're going to go for. I'm fine with that. I hope in this they really view Jimmy as a threat, because that moment where Jimmy comes with the chair and they exit out the ring, that could be their equalizer. That could be their equalizer. Not only that, but that could also set him up in a way where the whole world is looking at Jimmy in that way. So maybe after their run as the Usos again, Jimmy can go on and win a singles title of his own. Because I don't know anybody who's not saying, yeah, I want to see Big Jim with a title for himself. So I'll be here for that moment. But in the meantime, Big Jim is back on Raw, and he back there with his twin brother. Okay, and I'm here for it. But y'all let me know how you felt about Raw. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!